We welcome you to Tampa, Florida, the host city for tomorrow's edition of the Super Bowl. And who are the next great talents to grace the NFL's marquee game? Well, they may be in Tampa today.
Ramses Barden, wide receiver, Cal Poly Mustang.
Take a look now at Ramses Barden from Cal Poly, a small school but a big body on this young man.
And most times you see these heights and weights and they're inflated. It's not the case. I mean, Barden just got weighed in recently at an all-star game. 6'6", 227, exactly, chiseled, looks the part, catches in traffic. If he becomes a more polished receiver at the next level with his route running, Jesse, he's got a chance to be a very good player.
Well, when a quarterback's best friend, when you're that big, and as a quarterback you feel like you can just spray the football around that frame, he's going to pluck it out of the air. You'll throw to him and force feed him all game long.
A lot of early comparisons to the Saints' Marcus Colston right now, particularly with his body frame. And tough for the big boy to get low down there, and he's fighting through. Again, Iglesias' time of 27.45, the one to beat.
A good athlete for his size. I asked him, why Cal Poly? He said, well, I came from a school graduating senior class of 100 people, and nobody really knew about me. So he's obviously an unbelievable talent. You're seeing here, very smooth for a 6'6" wide receiver.
50 career touchdown receptions as he plows through at 28.1. We'll see if there's any adjustments on the time. Second fastest time of the day.
It's a crowd favorite.
It's a big Cal Poly crowd here in Tampa. They love the Mustangs.
It's amazing. You're going to watch him go underneath the trampoline. He kind of uses a head-first slide instead of kind of a bear crawl. He just gets under, and you see now gassed, tongues out, wagging those long strides in that 6'6" frame, coming down the tail end, diving across the goal line.
I like the Pete Rose slide approach there.
It's a new technique.
Yeah. Don't take care of business. Woo. Okay. This is fun. I do this all day.
Now we go kind of small school, but not small talents or small stature. Ramses Barden, 6'6", from Cal Poly. And Nate Davis from Ball State will be throwing it to him. And Ramses has quickly become your favorite player, Jesse.
Well, I'll say it's very difficult to miss him. And for Nate Davis throwing him the football now, being at 6'6", he's got so much wingspan, his ability to climb the ladder. This will be interesting to watch him get through this course.
He completed his Cal Poly career with 206 grabs, over 4,200 yards, and 50 touchdowns, all of them school records. Caught at least one touchdown catch in each of Cal Poly's 11 games as a junior. That tied a mark set by some guy named Randy Moss.
And Todd, it's interesting, when you watch Ramses, you see a little celebration dance there on the sidelines after that drill.
He's a crowd favorite here, man. Good athlete, he can dance a little bit.
Not only my favorite, Rob, but he gets through that drill, you know, for a guy who's considered a long strider. I mean, pretty smooth athlete, isn't he?
It's the first thing I've noticed watching him this year is how fluid he is as an athlete for 6'6", 227 pounds. You saw it throughout the drill there. Plus, he has enormous hands.
He's got a chance to really kind of move up and sneak up on somebody's draft board.
And last week was big for him at the Senior Bowl, showing he could play with the big boys. Now everything he does, whether it be here today at the Combine, just showing that he has the skills it takes to be an impact player at the next level.
Time now for our final event of the day from Tampa, the Sports Authority Hands Competition. Take a look at the rules. We begin with a must-grab 8 passes from the jugs machine, 3 passes from QBs with 1 second penalty for drop passes a little bit later. You're going through squares and ropes and jumping over everything. There are no live animals on the course, much to Todd McShay's chagrin.
But this is no joke. I mean, I couldn't believe last year. I was working on the side there. Mike Hart, Jonathan Stewart, Rashard Mendenhall, all those guys. I mean, they didn't want to go the second time when they had the opportunity. These balls come in 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. First up will be Ramses Barden, and these jugs machines are loaded and do not mess around.
All right, how much time?
The score is based solely on time. Must grab 8. And Desmond, we got you open here as this is your territory. Yeah, you see how fast this next one comes at you.
Oh, yeah, the ball is coming now. And the guys who are – he's not paying attention. Oh, man.
There you go. Chase Daniels there. Guns went into him. Hit the ropes.
You got to regroup after those.
You know, guys, first and foremost, you got to know the rules, you know.
One of the perils of going first, and this is a convoluted competition for him. You really do have to know what you're doing. But look at the one-handed grab.
Wow.
And then the dunk.
And the
Send it in, big fella.
He gets style points now. He gets style points. That was impressive.
Well, you see on this drill by Ramses Barden here, just it kind of falls apart in the midway, but can you blame him, though? I mean, these jugs, the speed they're coming at you, it can break your will.
It's like we've said all day, Jesse. If you're not going to win it, you better get style points at the end.
Well, you can see the football. I mean, how fast they're coming in. You know, he's catching them with his hands, but the velocity is almost carrying it to his body, and just too anxious to get into the course of the drill. He forgets he's got the curl route behind him. Loses time there before continuing into the ropes.
Well, this is the style points.
Oh, my Lord.
6'6", 227, and huge hands. Great athlete. He's the complete package physically.